Hey you guys, this is another part of my house. Um, so this, excuse my voice first of all, because I've lost my voice and I'm just now getting it back. It's been almost a week. Um, so this is about detaching. This is about allowing people to energetically leave your field. This is about standing up for yourself, not keeping people in your life that are not serving you. And I'm not saying that if someone's in your life that they have to serve you, but I am saying that if someone's in your life, they cannot add to drama and conflict. It was crazy because I knew that I had extreme anxiety. I didn't necessarily know what was coming from. But when I released some people from my life, my anxiety completely went away. And if not altogether, a little bit. Meaning that that person contributed to some form of anxiety in my life. Anyhow, so it's okay to cut people off. It's okay to move forward. It's okay to stand up for yourself. In fact, sometimes people know what they're doing to you and they don't respect you because you are constantly dealing with them. You're constantly taking them back. You're constantly allowing them in your life. And so it's like they just don't respect you. But they respect the fuck out of you when you back up and you make them work for it, or you show them what you will and won't tolerate. I'm sorry, but I'm someone of integrity and I love myself. I've been on a journey of self-love, self-appreciation, and self-affirmation. And, through the course of years, I have lost a lot of people. And sometimes some people are so scared to lose people. So just let people do whatever. And I'm here to tell you that it's not okay to let people do whatever. It doesn't really make you selfish to protect your own energy. You have to protect your energy. Who else is going to have your back? Who else is going to protect your energy if you don't? It's called respecting yourself. It's called having a peace of mind. Excuse the background, I'm just seeing it a little bit. It's my daughter's play set. Anyhow. Sometimes you have to remove people from your life in order to grow. Sometimes certain relationships do not serve you in a sense where you are not learning, you are not growing, you are not evolving as a person. And I'm not saying every relationship you have to get anything out of. That's not true. Some relationships you add to. But if someone's completely draining you, if someone's toxic, narcissistic, whatever the case, because people have issues, it's your responsibility to decide what you will and won't deal with and to expel people if need be. Don't ever feel bad to let people go. Sometimes you have to, and you don't necessarily owe anyone an explanation. I get kind of upset too when people want to just cut me off and not give me an explanation, but sometimes I've told people that I've dated, if I do anything to disrespect you or to make you feel any type of way, I understand if you cut me off. Cut me off. If I'm not a great person, if I'm not adding value to your life, if I'm draining you, whatever the case is, because you deserve a great life. Just like I think that I deserve a great life, I think that those who, just everyone in this world deserves a great life. And if you feel like you're not having a great life based off of how someone's treating you or not treating you or whatever the case, it's okay to move on. And sometimes I respect people for cutting me off. If I was not, up to par, I'm not perfect. We're none of us are perfect. I do think that it's okay to give people a chance as far as explaining to them why you might not be their friend anymore if such and such and such and such happen. And if they don't hear you, then it's okay to cut them off, or it's okay to just cold turkey someone. But I do feel like it stands on your integrity as a person to at least explain, because when you explain to someone what they did wrong, then they can fix it. If you never tell anyone what they did wrong, they don't know what they could have changed, what they could have done, what's wrong with them, because some people do not have self-reflection. And I have a lot of self-reflection, but of course there are times where I fall short and I don't know what I did and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Sometimes we don't realize our flaws. Like, I remember a boyfriend telling me once, he's like, you always bite your lip, or it was something weird that I did. I don't remember what it was. And I didn't even notice it or catch it about myself until he said it. Then when he said it, I was like, why do I do that? And I'm like, this is just like a very plain, whatever scenario. It could be as far as like, you're pretty selfish. You treat your friends like shit. And sometimes you don't realize what you're doing. So I was thinking about that Lauryn Hill song, Forgive Them, Father, for they know not what they do. Everyone does not know what they do. So sometimes it is great to tell people. Like, for example, I had this friend and I felt some type of way because, they're like getting all close to my boyfriend's family. And I'm just like, if I break up with this man, like, I don't think that I want to associate with y'all because I just don't want to have any association to them at that point. They decided to still be friends with them. I cut them off and I left it at that, really. I feel like you can explain things to people and give them an opportunity to fix it. If not, and I remember one time I had to call this girl. She just randomly blocked me, right? And I'm like, I called her and kept going to voicemail. I knew she blocked me. So I left her voicemail. I'm like, hey, you can let people know what's going on. If you don't tell me what the problem is, I can't fix it, And she's like, oh, it's just that I text you and you took forever to text back. And so I blocked you. And I'm like, okay, well, you could give it some time. I literally responded later on that day, like I said, like, it's okay to explain and have open dialogue with people, but then it's okay to completely drop people off. Like, you kind of have to use your discernment there. You kind of have to really see, like, what the situation really is. And sometimes self-reflect and make sure that when you leave, it's not something that you're going to regret later on. Because sometimes you cannot go back in time and get people back. Sometimes once you let them go, that's it. You don't get second chances and different opportunities in this life. Anyways, that's all I kind of wanted to say. Pray and ask, for God to give you guidance in those situations, and you'll get signs or whatever. But it's okay to let them go. Everyone does not serve you. Have a great day. Love you. Bye.